The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of RMCOnAir.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Good evening. What's happening? Just Sports with Sonny Wells. Good evening. Thanks for joining us if you're coming on for the first time. We got some new stuff here. Check out my shirt. Our historian got this made for us. Can you see it? Got my name on it and everything. Boy, I was like, yeah. What's her name, man? Sunshine.
Sunshine Lady, Shirley Lindsay.
Thank you, Shirley Lindsay.
Yeah, I want to say thank you too, Shirley. I got one too, so don't leave me out of this.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, give a big round of applause.
Round of applause for Shirley.
Wow, let's get right into it. Okay, both the baseball teams lost. The Angels and the Dodgers. They just lost, man, and they was up when I left the barbershop.
That was a great game until the seventh inning. Now, actually, though, it got exciting seventh inning because the Dodgers came back. They were 10-9 and
exactly
and 2 runners on base, and they had Puig at bat,
and he struck out.
Yeah,
man,
yeah. Struck out.
So broke a lot of hearts right there. That last three pitches to Puig.
Definitely, but like you said, Smitty, I mean, shouldn't even came down to that because Mattingly should have pulled Kershaw out of
in
the
the seventh inning when they started hitting them
exactly.
back hits.
You can tell he was definitely losing it, and he was fatiguing.
Yeah,
and if they would have pulled him out of the game at that time, then I think the Dodgers would have won the game.
Apparently, when Mattingly went to the mound and talked to Kershaw, right, he said, "I can handle it."
He sure did.
Yeah,
right. But the same token, that's a manager's decision to decide what he's going to pull out. It's not the player, it's not the pitcher, because most pitchers are going to tell him they still have it, and they still want to continue to pitch.
So they lost home field advantage, as you said.
Right off the bat.
And our Angels got beat up by the Orioles.
By the Royals.
Yeah, Royals got spanked. Yeah, Kansas City, yes, yeah.
Right. And they're definitely a huge favorite as well, the Angels. So, I mean, the Royals have the home field advantage, and they're playing now.
Yes.
So I'm not sure what the score is as we speak. But if the Royals win tonight, then they take a commanding 2-0 lead, and it's only a best of 3 or 5.
Yeah, the Angels' top hitters just couldn't hit the ball there. I think they 0 for 4 or something like that. Yeah,
and the big money man.
Yeah,
Albert Pujols.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's even Trout, but definitely Pujols. They brought him in.
Yeah, to knock those home runs, the long ball.
Exactly. Right. And this is the money time, and they're just not producing.
Well, we're gonna keep rooting for our LA team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Keep rooting for a freeway series.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
That's right. Yeah, keep it moving. Let's go to some football. Now, the Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys?
Man, surprising.
Yes.
They were talking about in the barbershop. Your thoughts, Smitty?
Yeah, well, I watched the game the other day, and they were giving the ball more to the running back. What's his name? Murray?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Marco
and
Murray.
he's leading the NFL in rushing yards right now.
Right.
So it's taking a little pressure off of Romo, and good because his back, is healing.
Absolutely.
So if they can just maintain the way they're doing right now, as fact, Jerry Jones is saying, this reminds me of that Michael Irvin and all those other guys. He said, look like we're ready for some Super Bowl action.
Oh wow! I mean, no, I'm sure Jerry Jones said that.
Yeah.
I'm sure he sincerely meant that. But this team no way even comes close in comparison to the years that the Cowboys had in the early 90s.
Yes.
Their championship years. I just don't see it. DeMarco Murray, yes, he's had a nice run the last 4 games, 4 games. He's had over 100 yards. But at the same token, and on top of that, again, you're looking at Romo. He's had a nice little run there, but they really haven't been pressured too much either.
That's right.
Against the top competition in the NFL. And on top of that, they're playing against a weak NFC East.
Yeah, Washington's not doing too good. The Eagles are so-so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the Giants are definitely up and down.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's just premature. I mean, you can only win the games that you play.
Yeah.
And they're undefeated.
Yeah.
And that's great. But the same token, the competition that they played, I'm just not too impressed with.
Yeah, well, they got 2 teams left that are undefeated. Who's that?
Cincinnati?
Cincinnati, yeah, they're 4-0, I think.
Arizona?
And Arizona, yeah. Mm-hmm. So Cincinnati's going to play the Patriots, and look like the Patriots have lost their mojo.
I know.
You see the Thursday night game?
Ooh, boy. Oh yeah, that was even the Monday night game. It was lousy. I mean, Kansas City beat them so bad.
Yeah,
you know, that's the worst. I remember seeing the New England Patriots probably in the Belichick era.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So
they were having a discussion on First Take about Thursday night football games, and so far every team that won by 20 or more points.
Large margin, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So is it worth, from a fan standpoint, watching? Which, when it's all said and done, it is.
Right.
But we want to see some football. We want to see some competition going on, and when you got these lopsided games going on, that really doesn't do anything for the NFL.
Yeah, we got some pretty interesting things happening with the college set. Matter of fact, I think we've got a clip of that. We ready to go with that, Chris?
Yeah, this is Jameson, Florida State quarterback. He sat on the bench first half of the game, came back, and they won.
That's right.
And
I was North Carolina State.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the way he handled himself in the interview, considering all the things that he's been through within the last few weeks and year.
Certainly. Mm-hmm.
There's no pressure when the football field is your sanctuary, man. Because when you step in between those lines, whatever in between those lines, that's all that matters.
Can you talk about that third down run there in the fourth quarter? You're up 49-41, and you really hadn't done much all day with your legs, and then all of a sudden here pretty much capping the game.
I mean, you got to do whatever you got to do to get a win, and I probably should have used my legs more, but I mean that's just a beautiful game, man. The way we overcame a lot of stuff and pulled that game out.
I guess I got a picture or video of you coming on the field and yelling, "I'm back." Or how excited were you to get back in that?
Oh man, you just don't understand. You guys probably, didn't have the opportunity to play this game of football or, get it taken away from you and come back. But man, that's a special feeling. It's a special feeling.
Was there anything said when you went down 24-7, or did you guys just go out and?
Of course. I was like, hey, they came here to fight, man. This is what we came here for. Because we didn't expect them to lay down. You know what I'm saying? They came here to fight. That's a great team.
Jameis, we know there's pitcher's duels in baseball. In football, when you have a quarterback like Jacoby and you guys are exchanging touchdowns, does that motivate you a little bit more?
Of course. Because one thing about playing this position, you got to outplay the other quarterback, because most of the time when you outplay the other quarterback, you end up getting a win. And it was fun, man. It was fun being able to play against him, because he had a lot of expectations for this game. This would have made his year, made their year, and they could have got this victory. And they did a great job, and we pulled it out.
Did he impress you? Were you watching him? Were you impressed by the way he played?
All quarterbacks, when they line up against our defense, I'm very impressed. So he did a great job, but obviously we got to win.
Did he remind you?
That's right.
Yeah. Did he remind you on any of those plays? Did he remind you on some of those plays where he's scrambling around?
No, every player is their self, and he played like, I cannot speak on his game. It was outstanding. Playing against that defense, playing against the pressure, the way he eluded the rush and got outside the pocket, made throws on the run, it was very impressive. And he still got a chip on his shoulder, because he's still a Gator at heart. So, at the end of the day, we still had to beat that Gator.
James, can you talk a little bit about your team's ability to go down and score every time that they went up by double digits?
It's our love for the game, man. It's our love for the game. It's a spirit to never quit. When you playing against a good offense, and you got the best defense in the country, but somehow they managed to find the end zone, we got the utmost confidence, because like, hey, okay, if they score on our defense, we gotta show up. Because if we don't, what's gonna happen? We're not gonna take no L.
Do you hear the noise, like, when you made that third down run? Do you hear the noise around you, or is it?
The noise?
Yeah, just the crowd. I mean, you were getting heckled today, I'm sure.
Well, one thing about the crowd is, crowd can't win football games. But the teams can win football games, and I think every time Florida State made a big play, it was.
That's a great interview, man.
Yes,
what a character.
Yes, that's what I enjoyed about it. He's been under scrutiny. He had the problem with walking out of a store with some lobsters, I think. Right. Just recently, he was at I don't know if it was a frat party or something, and he got on the table and said some things he shouldn't have said.
Right.
And as a result of that, the coach benched him for the first half of the game.
Right.
And they were down 21-7.
7. Mm-hmm. 24-7.
24. Okay. And he bounced back and pulled the game out. And more importantly, though, I was just focusing on that interview there, though, and the way he conducted himself. He's getting all this negative publicity.
Right.
And then you see the kind of man that he is in that interview.
Seemed very positive, very sure of himself as well.
No doubt. I mean, his character's really coming to the forefront, meaning that, he is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner.
Yes.
So that says a lot in itself, And
19 years old, too, or something like that?
Right. And you look at how young he is, and on top of that, if you look at his talent, I mean, it's really second to none. I mean, I think if the draft were today, he would probably be the first pick in the draft. And that's on the field. But off the field, he's still maturing. Like everyone, he made a few mistakes, but he owns up to them, and from there, I'm sure he won't make those same mistakes again. Give him a lot of credit for manning up and saying, "Hey, I need to go ahead and improve, how I conduct myself, off the field." And he's done that, and definitely on the field. Again, I think he's the best player in the country. Yeah,
he demonstrated in that interview two leadership qualities.
Exactly.
He knew one of his players was hurting because he lost his grandfather, a senior receiver, and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna get you one today."
Right.
And he sure did
and he
deliver.
Did that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's right.
So that shows you his character too. How he's more concerned about the team as opposed to just himself.
That's right. And no doubt, like you say, he's definitely improving, and give the young man a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I thought it was a great interview. Hey, we'll be right back right after a word from our sponsors, Pitbull.
All right.
Hey, are you tired of those same old energy drinks with bad taste? Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. For more information on Pitbull energy drinks, bars, and mixes, visit their website at hiphopbev.com. That's hiphopbev.com. Online orders available at hiphopbev.com.
What's your style? Curly, straight, wavy, or maybe you like it natural. Introducing Secret Styling Hair Care Products by Smith Products Company, LLC. A complete line of hair moisturizers, shampoos, conditioners, and an assortment of other hair styling aids formulated for today's fashion-conscious consumer. Enhance your style. Get the secret.
Woo, Smitty!
I appreciate that plug there, my brother. I appreciate it,
Nice.
Oh, that sounds good. I like that.
Yeah, it's a nice commercial.
Yeah, very nice. Very well done, too.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay, next up, what we got next up? We're going into basketball.
It's on now, man. It is on.
I saw a clip. We got a few clips as a matter of fact. Just getting a little excited here. The Lakers.
Yes.
The Lakers look good. Kobe looks good. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and hit that.
I'm impressed with Kobe, man, in terms of his physical abilities.
Right.
He's running now. Look like he's ready to go.
He is. I mean, I'm certainly impressed with his conditioning. And they say that in practice he hit a couple of at least 2 or 3 last-second shots.
Yeah.
To win the game for the team that he was on.
Talking trash too.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, that's great. But you know what? I will tell you fellas something. Hey, they're going to need every bit of that.
Yeah, and so, wow. Yeah.
Well, you got to remember, I'm really big on Byron Scott.
Yes.
He's going to come in, and once again, I got to say it, he's going to be able to give these guys their roles. Kobe's not going to be able to play all of those minutes. He's not going to have to play all those minutes.
Yeah.
The guys on the bench are going to be able to come in and take up the minutes, and everyone's going to know their role. And most importantly, Laker pride.
Yes.
Now, I'm not a Laker fan. Okay.
I still don't understand that. When you
I know.
in L.A. and Inglewood, next to the Forum, cut Magic Johnson's hair, and you tell me you're not with the Lakers. Do you understand that one?
No, I don't understand that.
I'm a basketball fan.
Yeah.
But, Byron Scott, I've liked him ever since high school.
Okay.
And he's already been in the NBA and did well with a few other NBA teams.
That's right.
So to come back home,
yes,
this is a great pick. This is what I'm glad. Jeannie Buss and them they went ahead and golly, because if they didn't, they would have wondered, oh man, what are you guys doing? But I think this is the right pick. This is the year for them. Kobe's still there, and he looks great on the floor, running up and down. Not favoring anything.
Yeah.
And once again, he won't have to play those extended minutes. End of the game, though, we're going to give him the ball.
Yes.
And he's going to do what he does.
Yeah.
But like last year, okay, what is this 35-year-old guy doing running the point, playing extended minutes?
Hey, I understand what you're saying, but they had to do that. I mean, what else did they have? I mean, Kobe willed them into the playoffs.
That's true. And remember, we talked about how he injured the knee.
Yeah.
He stepped back. What happened was the defender stepped back, and he went back to feel him. He wasn't there.
Yeah,
and then he extended that Achilles. He's like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I haven't used that like that in a while.
Yeah.
And then all of the pressure went on the knee, and that's where that came from.
Yeah.
But
the Lakers are starting out with an injury right now. We got what's his name? Swaggy P. Yeah, he tore a ligament in his thumb. Going to be out 6 to 8 weeks.
I don't think that's a big deal either.
Okay.
Because that means somebody else is going to come in, and they're going to raise their game, raise their level. When Swaggy P comes back, he'll be able to be filtered back in.
Okay.
I got so much confidence in Byron Scott, man. So many teams suffer from not having a good coach.
Yes.
The coaches get in there and they just don't do the right things with the players that they have. And matter of fact, they picked up another guard, didn't they?
Yeah, Wellington, I think his name is.
Yeah. Wayne Ellington?
Ellington.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, he came over from the Mavericks.
Right. Now, let me ask you something, Sonny. When you mentioned about coaches, what was your opinion on Mike Brown? And how did the Lakers treat him?
Badly.
Yeah, but Mike Brown does well to a certain point. He's a video guy.
Okay.
Did he play in the league? Nope.
Right.
What does that mean, though?
Well,
I mean, look at the Miami coach.
Same thing with him, but he had
he got
a host of
2
guys.
rings under his belt now.
Yeah, but and I don't think we'll see any more from him.
Well,
either.
we know he has a genius behind his back, though, Pat Riley. So
there's somebody in the camp that knows what's supposed to be going on in terms of a championship.
Yes,
the championship experience, man. Once you have that, that's extremely valuable.
Yeah,
you can't teach that. You can only have been there and done that.
Yeah. So what was your point there you were going to stress about?
My point is, having said that, Sonny, I certainly think you're right about that, but having said that, then why do you hire him in the first place? And then why do you turn around and hire D'Antoni right after that?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
You can't figure out what in the heck was going on.
That was just a bad move for the Lakers.
Yeah, during
back
that time.
To back.
Yeah.
Because everybody, a few people thought, what was the other assistant coach that was with them that was on the bench?
He's got
an NBA job now as well.
Yeah.
They thought he was going to get it.
Yeah.
But
the Clark Kent guy that played for the Lakers, what's his name?
Kurt Rambis?
Kurt Rambis, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, him too, but, really, they just didn't know where they wanted to go or how they wanted to do it.
He's coach of Denver right now.
And they thought they were going to get Brian Shaw, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
They thought they were going to get Phil back, but then before the old man died,
was dirty
was
how they treated Phil, though. Even. They were courting him, and in the midnight hour, he finds out that a deal was made with D'Antoni.
Yeah, the old man before he died stepped in. Oh no, we're not giving him all that money and all that stuff. No, we don't want to do it like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But once again, I'm excited about the Lakers this year. Clippers too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clippers too. You know, all that controversy and stuff. Their owner is a new, exciting guy. Yeah. He's bringing energy in. And, I look forward to going to the game and watching the Clippers and the Lakers play against each other. Yeah. That's going to be some kind of rivalry.
Doc Rivers is a first-class coach.
No question about it. No question about it. And the energy and excitement that the Clippers bring, I mean, even more than the Lakers. The Lakers have history and tradition, and we know that.
Right.
And championship banners and everything else. But, you look at the excitement, especially with the youth.
Yes.
Definitely you have to look at the Clippers. I mean, if they can go ahead and just put it together, really, with the leadership of Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
I think they have a chance to legitimately fight for a championship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Legitimately fight.
Let's take a look at what's going on. We got a clip here from the Lakers. Hit it.
What's your expectations for the season?
I think for me personally, I'm expecting us to work hard and play defense, and I believe we can make the playoffs as well. So I'm going to add that on there.
What does Kobe and Nash talk to you?
Defense, being competitive, watching film, and just a lot of different little things. So even watching them work, I can still learn a lot.
What did you actually able to do with
we worked out. We played 5-on-5 multiple times. I did a workout with him as well. And then he helped me with my YouTube video, so we filmed that one. That was cool. So we've done a little bit of everything. He's been great and helpful along the way.
Can you talk about what Byron brings to the table for not just the team, but for you personally, and how you guys could mesh in his system?
Yeah, for the team, I would say just he automatically has the respect. He was a great player, a great coach. He's had a lot of accomplishments as both. And for me personally, just learning. He was a guard, learning from him, learning how he understands the game, and trying to fit into his system, his sets, and understanding what my role could be, how I could bring my strengths to the table and do that within the offense that he's going to create.
How much have you talked to him about that?
I haven't talked to him much about that. We've just, for the most part, what I've been doing recently is just learning the plays, learning the sets, and I think from there, once we start playing, it'll naturally kind of shake itself out.
Jeremy, is there any part of you that if you were to be traded from Houston would have wished it would be to a smaller market? Maybe get a...
No, I'm very happy I'm here. I was born in Torrance and grew up in Northern California. For me to be here, I'm very excited about it.
Even with all the madness it brings?
Yeah, because I'm home, my family and friends. I'm in my home state, and my family and friends are close and nearby, and I'm definitely excited.
How much have you gotten the chance to get to know Kobe and your expectations of getting an opportunity to play with him as well?
Yeah, I spent a decent amount of time with him. Not a ton, but I've spent a decent amount. I spent a week working out with him earlier in the summer as well, and he's such a normal guy, away from everything, and he works and he's human. He has lots of emotions, and I think that's something that gets downplayed, or people don't always talk about that. But he's definitely taught me a lot, and he's been very, very, very kind to me.
How much of that competitiveness have you seen coming out of him, even at practice?
Oh, all the time. But I think that's true for all of us. We're all competitive.
Back live, RMC on air, Just Sports with Sonny Wells. Man, he's from Torrance.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. He's back home.
Definitely didn't know that.
That's good for a few thousand seats.
Did you notice, the code word, defense, defense, that was the first thing that came out of his mouth. But I don't think he can deliver.
Right. You know what?
Not on the defensive end. I don't think Jeremy Lin can play defense.
That's
on the pro level. Go ahead.
That's the beauty about Byron Scott.
Okay.
He can still teach.
That's true.
Right. Now, let me ask you something, Sonny, about Byron Scott. First of all, is Byron Scott's the right man for the job? I'm not saying he's not, but this is a question for you. Why did it take the Lakers so long to actually give him that job? Do you know how long he had to wait? I mean, they knew they were going to fire D'Antoni probably at the beginning of last year. And they could have hired Byron Scott almost immediately. I mean, they had Byron Scott, they had interviewing all these other candidates, having them sit around waiting for I don't know how long. I mean, I don't think they did the man a just service. They didn't give him the respect that he deserved. He's a Laker through and through. If he has all this championship pedigree and blah, blah, this, that, and the other, and all these accolades, why didn't they hire the man right there? As soon as they fired D'Antoni, they said, okay, we have our number one candidate is Byron Scott. They didn't do that. He was fifth choice. And you can't disagree with that.
No, but what?
Am I right or am I?
You're definitely right, but you got to wonder what they were looking for.
Yeah,
I couldn't figure it out.
Well, the thing
I basically had detached myself from trying to figure out what they were doing, as I did a lot of the NBA teams. And Smitty, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah,
it's like now I hope this season. I really hope that the NBA is going to be different because let's take for instance LeBron's team.
Yes,
we got a clip of that too. But man, they're running like they've been together for years.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's happening now in the NBA. Finally, they're getting to a point where they're taking the athleticism and being able to have that in some type of structured form. You heard Jeremy Lin talk about the sets.
Yes.
Once you're able to teach those guys those sets, then that's when the athleticism comes in.
Yeah.
And they really can perform.
Well, again, San Antonio set the tone there. I mean, they won a championship playing team ball, moving the ball around, key players, no superstar type mentality.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what once again Byron Scott brings to the Lakers is to be able to have everybody in their roles. Jeremy Lin doesn't know how to play defense right now. He will.
Well, we're going to see. All these guys are going to step up because there's certain things that you can't physically do. It's just not within your set because you don't have the physical ability to do it. Now, we've watched Jeremy Lin from New York to Houston, and I'm really comfortable with his offensive skills. Now, Byron is very comfortable with him. With his offensive skills. I don't know about the defense, but we'll see.
Well, defense is, footwork and desire.
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely.
And if he doesn't have the footwork, he'll be shown the footwork.
Yeah.
And then he has to develop the desire himself. I like LeBron, man. Those guys, I saw a clip of that. Can we run that, man? Because they were running like they've been together for 3 or 4 years. I was like, oh, man. Yeah, let's take a look at that and see what's going on.
Certainly seen that in evidence in training camp. Inside, LeBron James on the two-hand smash.
That's one thing. Again, you give LeBron a lot of space in any part of the court, and you have trouble.
Here comes LeBron to 23, back up for three.
Well, you give him 2 chances, you got in trouble then.
Understand how to pass and set screens, so I think offensively, you're probably going to see it.
Well, that is, to me, the area where I think this team, too.
Camp looks to be healthy. Kyrie on a crossover move. Deadly!
Exactly right.
Back at it, Shane Edwards out there as the Cavaliers with a steal. Dion Waiters!
It was a little defense that made that work.
Inside out.
And that fits perfect with Coach Blatt's system.
Love. High arcing three goes.
Yes. Trey Love is deep in the tube.
And he did not have that kind of range when he first came into the NBA, but through sheer hard work.
The stands are full.
That's just a scrimmage game.
And a scrimmage game.
Wow.
Ahead. Oh, Kyrie.
Everybody in Cleveland must be there.
The energy is there, though, already.
Yeah,
preseason.
Yeah, you got to love that for basketball.
Yeah.
Sure.
I guess we can say that we can see the same type of energy for the Lakers.
No doubt, no doubt.
Coming up, what is it, this coming Tuesday?
Yes.
I'm not sure who they play, but I know it's Tuesday, and I'll be tuned in to watch it. And we will bring you what we can bring you next week on Just Sports. Okay, do we have time to run his commercial again? Smitty's commercial? He has some pretty girls on there. And who was on The Voice? Was that you?
That's my son.
Your son? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's a nice commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, this is also being brought to you by Posh Clips, located at 211 West Manchester in Inglewood, California. 20 years in the business.
Yes.
So if you get a chance, stop by and get your hair cut by me, Sonny Wells.
All right.
All right. Big thanks to Pierre.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for the shirt. Tell Shirley to say hello, man. I appreciate it.
Compliments to Shirley. She's glad to do it. I'm glad to do it.
Yeah, man,
thanks for having me.
Can she come into the show?
Yeah, actually she can.
Yeah, have her come on down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And she's very knowledgeable about sports too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got to have her on. We got to bring her on down.
Okay.
Okay. Just Sports with Sonny Wells, RMC, Johnny Morris, Crystal Davis Wells, the executive producer. Thank you so much. We out.
Style. Curly, straight, wavy, or maybe you like it natural. Introducing Secret Styling Hair Care Products by Smith Products Company, LLC. A complete line of hair moisturizers, shampoos, conditioners, and an assortment of other hairstyling aids formulated for today's fashion-conscious consumer. Enhance your style. Get the secret.